What is up, everybody, and welcome to the MCN for Monday. So we're going to get right into it. There's a lot of small stories to go over. So we start the show relatively where we were the last 24 hours or 12 hours with the situation around, well, the ban wave. We're still no further to knowing what is going on with it. And I would say sometime this week, whether it's today, tomorrow, or whenever, Command may even not let people know whether they are right to be banned or this is an incorrect thing. It's still multifaceted in the way that this story has been going. Is it because you've downloaded the wrong APK? Should you have not downloaded an APK? Did you download something from an APK site that seemed legit but wasn't many years ago? Were you in fact cheating? Were you running a third-party app that just basically shouldn't be run at the same time as MCOC? There is so many things yet to find out. Maybe we'll find out more about that at a later date, but that's where we're up to at the moment. The last update 24 hours ago was that everything's being looked into. You know, they've tested algorithms, they're having a look to say that they're taking seriously and investigating cases, but we just don't know at this moment in time. If more is revealed, I'll let you know on the channel. So let's get into some light-hearted, interesting things around the community and news that we need to go about and go on even. What do you think about this? This was something put out by Leonardo. It's good to have just opinions. Cool to see it. But are some of these champions ones that you would think are some of the best from the respective years? Of course, you've got some champions here. Now, these are ones that have had buffs before. They weren't exactly, top dollar. I don't know. It's, again, really tough. I might actually do an opinion-based thing like this, top 5 from every year released, and see if it matches up with everybody else's. Of course, 2020, as we go into 2025, there's some really good shouts there of champions. I do like Prowler, although I do think Jack-O-Lantern is from should be here, but it's different, isn't it? Because then you have to put perspective of defense. Well, okay, that's Enchantress. Offense. Okay, well, that's going to be Okoye, right? There's levels to this, isn't there? Of personal opinion and how that kind of how that is. And we're not even fully through 2025, so it's difficult to say Nico Minoru is one of those champions that's one of the best. But thoughts of this in the comments, and I might do a video myself and then get absolutely blasted in comments for my own opinions. We move on. Now, an interesting discussion happened on the Discord, the forums, not the Discord, wrong place, recently about the amount of gold and ISO that players get. And it's just like trying to load up my game. I'm finding I have a lot more gold and ISO. Rank up resources, tier 6 basics and tier 3 alpha, I seem to be lacking in the volume, and I purchase a load from Battlegrounds, like trophy tokens, glory store, traders outpost. I'm fully committed, and super daily as well. I'm super committed to grabbing it, but at the same time I'm finding that I have more gold and more ISO than ever before. So in game at the moment, you can see I've got 21 million. I don't think I've ever consistently had 20 million of anything, especially when it comes to gold. Why have I got that volume of gold? But it's a good thing. It's a very good problem to have. Likewise, when it comes to ISO, I have at this moment in time in my ISO bank 3,900 ISO in various different types, volumes, etc. So that's always fine. That's always good. It's tier 6 basics and tier 3 alpha I am struggling to have enough of. I really would love more, but that's not really the case. And I kind of keep my catalyst very well organized. You can see I've got one tier 2 alpha, and I might sell that in order to get some tier 3 fragments, tier 3 alpha fragments. But yeah, I'm always finding that I'm just don't have as much as those. And it's an interesting one because you don't want to say out loud, because last time when stuff like this happens, you're like, well, I don't get as much of that. But it's interesting to see that there are people out there that are having the same situation. Not everybody, but it's interesting as well. Jono says, can you guys do a gold trade-in release? Some more rank up materials. I've been sitting on over 200 million gold, nearly 10k tier 5, tier 6 ISO in stash for such a long time. So it's we've gone from a gold, this is Valiant, First World Marvel Contest of Champions based problems. I think 200 mil, probably spender. I'm a non-spender and I've got 20 mil at the moment. But yeah, it's like First World Marvel Contest of Champions Valiant based problems, and it's like it's a different natured ISO and gold based problem. And yeah, like leveling up 6 stars and 5 stars to increase my total base hero ratings. I'm not that interested in stuff like that. I know some people are. I'm kind of like utilizing it from like, if it's coming into the stash, I then kind of like invest it into something. I'd rather have too much ISO and gold than too little. There's always new champs to upgrade. Yeah, but you got to spend for those. I'm always at 380 mil and I'm honestly super happy about it. Good. Fun fact, after having that much ISO and gold in my account, my hand's forced to rank 2 7 stars instead of 6 stars. But now I'm doing some level ups and low stars just to use that ISO. Should I do that? Maybe I will. Maybe that will helpful for like a summoner advancement week. But to be honest, the kind of usage of it is debatable. Like, should I be saving it back for a 7 star? I try and make sure I rank up my 7 stars more than my 6 stars. But maybe I should be. Maybe I should be considering that in the future. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll see where this 20 mil goes. Maybe Kabam might do a kind of trade-in event. But are you experiencing something similar? Obviously, let me know in the comments. So, quickly on to Steam. As you know, as part of Steam, the game is about to go on it. A new means for you to be playing on the game. Maybe a new way that there'll be some cheating people and some people banned. Maybe there won't be. We'll have to see. There's going to be a mark. Kabam, we're giving out the ISO and gold again. Each milestone includes 60k gold and 60k basic ISO 8. But I think you know, we talked about this. The Steam milestones are not as good. The reason I've surmised that they are not as good is that this is more about new players. If you found to install the game via the PC launcher that Kabam did via the website, you know about the game. Right? On Steam, not many people know about the game. And for those that have already downloaded the PC version, you've already downloaded it. So why do you need to re-download it? So Kabam are trying to make more of a play for new players than they are for, say, you and me as veteran long-term players of the game. So that's probably Kabam will say, no, that's not the reason. But then why would they be giving out 3-star Nexuses? This is all about getting new players off and running first. And I hope these 50k players that have wishlists this game are new players. Like, I hope they're largely new players. 50,000 concurrent players of the game for a game that's 10 years old would be amazing, right? And that's just new community, new vibes. And of course, that's now in deficit of 40,000. It's not 40,000 new people in because we've lost 10,000 players of the game. So they obviously need more players coming to the game. So this is good news. Good news, of course, for next year we've got Marvel, Token, Soul, Fighting, something like that, whatever it's called, complex name. So yeah, they need to be out the gates first for this. And like, if you're interested, you're interested. If you're not, it's not built for you. Like, it's just not made. This is not a thing for veteran players to be interested in the game. It's all about new players. I know if you're kind of like, well, new players should get 7 stars. No, it's the same type of like thing of like, oh, they get to go through like Leapfrog Act 6. There's already a Leapfrog system in place for people that are new to the game that want to be Thronebreaker early. You can pay your way to get there nowadays. So, yes. Does it encourage that? Oh, why is it so? If you're a veteran player, you won't want to play the game again because you already got the rewards. They already gave you a 7 star. That's how Kabam are phrasing it, or what I think they are. Live stream schedule as well. Kabam will be doing a Steam Next or Next Fest. I don't think Kabam did any advertisement for Summer Games Fest. I'm still partway watching through the live stream of new games coming to the world to play, whether it's PC, console, whatever. The live stream schedule for, I think, members of Kabam, you probably won't be able to interact with this. I don't think. It's just a showcase. But it'll be those dates there, June 9th, which is today, I think. Today. And then June 13th and June 16th. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Which yeah, if they had like a comment section, I think people would be going like nuts, especially about the ban systems. But anyway, we move on. Next up, and dialogue. Do you miss the dialogue in quests? Well, and I know that I think this is like dialogue here from Dino Hop, who has put together some stuff. They're 6 of my favorite things for the deep dive into something no one else. I mean, I think they're dumb and waste time, but this month they caught my eye because they talk about offer, acceptance, awareness, consideration, capacity, legality. So these little things I think Kabam Vincent put in. I'm not as interested and invested in the story stuff. I do dip in, dip out whenever I get a chance, but it's tough when you're kind of like doing like guides and stuff. You kind of have to go away from that area of the game to then focus on, well, people want guides and information quickly, and they're not really interested too much in stuff like that. So I'll put a link in the description to this if you want to check it out. And why this is relevant is because there's been a bit of a response from stuff in terms of dialogue. So this forum thread started saying, I missed the dialogue in the monthly quest. This month did only the Valiant event quest. The Thronebreaker isn't worth it anymore. Yeah. Story of the month. Can you please introduce the dialogue in the Valiant event quest 2? It would be nice. But of course, people are indifferent about what they want to see. It happens, and there is a bit of a good news for those that are wanting a clarification here. So Kabam Crash said, once we settle on a permanent format for the content, the dialogue will be added. So that's good. For those interested in the dialogue, would we get an auto skip of dialogue? Well, I don't know if Kabam would do that. It would be handy, especially for processing and kind of like quick movement. But Valiant difficulty is very good. It's just whether or not this player base will see it or not. But I'll leave you with the thoughts. Do you want it? Do you not? And it looks like Kabam is still trying stuff out with what Valiant difficulty will be, or format. For the content. Will it be Valiant difficulty, lower quests as well? How do they plan to kind of like get through that? I do think at times it should be an auto complete of the lower quests, but I don't think, or auto explore, but I don't know if Kabam are ever going to do that. As I said, I want to see more quality of life improvements. Save players time so they can play more in different areas. Like save me time in Arena so I can play more Battlegrounds. Save me more time in Battlegrounds so I can play more Incursions. Save me more time. Like, Kabam. Save the player base more time. It's different certain areas. Skip dialogue maybe, so they can enjoy other parts of the game. But yeah, anyway, that's it for the show. Thanks for watching. We'll try and see what's going to happen with this ban situation whenever we can. I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely day and goodbye.